Synth Network. Dave, the hot star. Right on time. Bring it up in volume, huh? Welcome everybody. As Pro Synth Network is wrapping up, we hit it right on the dot over here. Okay, the reason why we have the Cash App logo in the corner is because we are currently raising money for our trip. Our long road trip. We are driving 2,300 miles one way and then another 2,300 miles on the way back. So we need some gas money. So if anybody wants to help the journey along, I'm sure there'll be content opportunities on the way. I just figured I'd explain that little corner in the screen there. We are currently raising money to fund our trip, and we are planning on getting out of here on Sunday. So yes, the day after tomorrow. Cutting it close, but... Okay, a couple things that we're doing before we're leaving. One, today is the last day of this sale. I don't know that they're going to extend it because they've already extended when it came down to it. Akai already wrapped theirs up. I got this off of Plugin Boutique. If you guys want to help out the channel, we do have a Plugin Boutique affiliate link. It's not in the description, but it is in our link description of the channel if you go in there. And yeah. So I will retroactively throw it in there, but hold your horses real quick. If you don't have this, don't get it yet. We're going to find out whether or not it holds its weight, because here's the deal. I got this for a very specific reason. One thing that we're doing on our way out is we're also wrapping this up finally. And the last thing we needed in here, we had the OPx-4 in here. And we were just going to be cool with that. However, Air decided to run their sale until the 15th. Hey, today's the 15th. And we just happened to catch the sale at the very last minute to grab this Fabric. The Fabric comes with piano. It comes with electric piano. And it also comes with this synthesizer. And, you know, as we're over here doing the synth swap and doing everything that we're doing, I've always been curious as well to find out what these synth engines sound like and whether or not they hold their weight or if they just sound like a plug-in. A lot of people, don't like them very much. However, I did hear a few of the demos when they came out with the MPC Key 61, but you know how things work in this world. We all color our audio the way that we do, the same way that we have the SSL and the Yamaha mixer. We will sometime during the course of this live stream run a comparison to find out what the actual sonics are of the whole thing. However, this is just what pulls up right away. All I did when setting up the stuff over here was pull up the Fabric XL as the instrument. So we're going to go through the Fabric XL first. I'm just going to dig through the presets. The only thing that we're trying to ascertain here is whether or not they are worth buying, which is why we asked that question. Tyrone Seller. Welcome. Thank you, my friend. I just saw. Perfect timing, too, as we are currently raising funds for our long trip to the Midwest. We aren't going to be able to make all our way east because little Tusson's going to public school this year. And with him going to school this year, it begins on the 26th. So we're going to have 8 days, and 6 of those days are going to be driving. 6 of those days are going to be on the road or sitting in a hotel. So we definitely have some opportunities here. We're going to be right by Indiana to go hang out with Trust Welcome. So we will, on our way back from where we are going to be at, which Cincinnati is only a mere 3 hours away from Fort Wayne. So, yeah, our time being spent is going to be primarily in that region. And the rest of it is going to be driving. So, again, that's what the Cash App is doing in the corner over here. We're trying to raise funds so we don't really have to kick down this computer, but it'll be what it bees, It'll do what it do. So let's go in and check out these right now. So I got the lighting just a little bit because it's different as far as looking at the screen, and to catch a better visual of everything. I figured this is a good enough distance. If we need more, then I'll put the camera up closer and figure it out over here. This world needs a hero. Welcome. I've been lurking in your streams lately with your MPC content over here, so right up your alley. Do you have Fabric XL and the OPX over here? Just question. I'm gonna double hit this, okay, and find out where we're at in the presets. So we got pianos, electric pianos, keyboards, strings, pitch percussion, bells, pads slow, pads bright, pads warm, pads moving, plucks, synths, synth bass sub, synth bass drone, synth bass classic, leads hard, leads soft, oscillators, AC guitar, electric guitar, as in acoustic guitar, my bad, bass guitars, choir, brass, FX, percussive, and then your initial patches over here. Carbon vibes. Well. What is good is we are preparing for our trip to the Midwest and journeying on this long 4,000 something miles that we're about to put on the car. And yeah, we're gonna go do it up and see what we can, and that's what the Cash App is doing in the corner to raise funds for for gas because yeah, it's about $1,000 in gas, and we are pushing it with what we have. And you know, it's not your guys' responsibility. Just figure if you guys want to help out here, you know, it'll prevent us from selling some equipment. Because worst case scenario, if we don't raise the funds that we need and have what we need, then yeah, we're just gonna get rid of some shit, which we already done with some, and we already got some journeys and some hotels. You know, it's just a long few days with everything. Oh, I didn't even see you in there, all tucked away like. Alley Star. Shabba! Welcome. Okay, sound design possibilities. Yeah, I'm down with it. Let's see. We're in the presets right now. One thing that I can say as far as the sound goes, as much as I like it, maybe a full level doesn't do anything on the instrument, does it? I have it up, not dramatically or anything like that, but I guess, you know, we'll have to turn the volume up over here, because that's one thing, is pretty low. I do like the sound, though. Sounds legit. Okay. Let's throw this in real quick. Welcome everybody in the chat. It is good seeing you guys here in what may be our last stream before we go, but we got so much work to do. We'll probably stream again tonight. We might go out again too, because it's raining outside and we're about to head into some heat. Okay, let me turn this up just a tad over here. I like that. And this is an absolute first look at this from our perspective over here. We just acquired this like this morning. It's the very last day that it's on sale for $50. It is normally $250 when it goes on sale other times. It doesn't go this low. Rarely goes this low. It was just this low with the Kai for like 2 months. So it'll be until Christmas time that it'll go that low, but I don't think it was that low for Christmas either. But one of the main reasons why we got this wasn't for ourselves. It wasn't even for demoing here on the channel. It was more for the sake of putting it in here because before we leave, we are shipping this off to the Southwest. Let me just make this adjustment here. My bad, guys. It's a bit slanty the way that I have things set up, and it sounds like I got a bum chord. There's only one electric piano preset. Okay, let's keep going through here and just light reverse. These are the moving pads, so a lot of these are, you know, more of the abstract synthesizers. You know, we over here, we favor the pads. You may be wondering, hey, if I'm just using the keys over here, why the hell don't I just get a MPC key 37? And you know, rightfully so. I was thinking that same thing myself for a while. Form factor, portability, and the fact that not really using this as an instrument, just using it for the sample capabilities and the other stuff, you know, cooking and doing whatever, you know. Yeah, $50 is the lowest. Yeah, it's not going to go any lower than $50. And today is the last day that it's on sale, but is it worth it? Is it even worth the $50? Now, you know, we may touch down on some of the piano stuff, the other Fabric, because it does come with the piano engine for it. But we're mostly favoring synthesizers here on the channel. Trying to ascertain the sonics of it all. So I just want to play through a few of these. Now remember, over here, we got the MPC running through our Yamaha analog mixer that is running through our SSL with the 4K. I'm just trying to find a patch we could really rock with. Let's get out of the moving pads and get into the warm or bright. Let's say warm. Let's give it the warm chocolate. That's what's the first one. It sounds good. The volume is low, but you know, that's all subject to change. Has 2 oscillators here, it looks like, or maybe just one. It says 1, 2, but looking at it closer, the one looks like the sample. That definitely sounds good. I like that. When are they going to drop that new MPC? Oh man, I appreciate you, Carbon Vibes. Tussinn fam, thanks you very much. It's sketchy because not only how far we're driving, the fact that we're driving 2 different routes, and just the distance of it all. Man, it's going to be grueling. But we're talking only about a week in time, so that's cool. Yeah, I'm on his channel for sure. Okay. Cornish way. Okay, so I can't disconnect it from the analog mixer or anything like that. So let's just turn off the 4K and see what the difference here is sonically. You know, I think we're all about the conversation about sonics because we all have something to plug it into. But here's our plug it into. Okay, you ready? Still sounds okay. It's a lot less bright. I mean, it's night and day difference, but still, it's fine. Like, I don't mind it. Now, if you want to get fair here, if you really want to get fair, let's equal out the MPC, okay? So we're putting all the to unity, so no boost on the high, no boost on the low, no 4K. Let's go. Can't be mad at it. I'm totally on board. Well, not totally on board. Okay, you know, it sounds like it's got something to work with. So far, as you know, cost and everything like that for the $50. It sounds like it's worth its weight enough in that. Love new carbine R8. Yeah. I was going to ask you about that. Have you got to use it at all? Just got the Scarlet 616 4th generation air modes. Okay, yeah, dope. Yeah, I don't know what those ones have on it, but I've heard that they've improved significantly. Yeah, sounds amazing. With the Zulus on it. Okay. Dope. Hell yeah. Okay. So as far as sound quality goes, it's a little light in volume, but hey, you know, plug it into a mixer, you could turn it up to your liking. Now, as far as sounds go, we're just starting on this one. Yeah, 4K features, fire. Yeah, since we had the old SSL with the Fantom, I've been doing that ever since then. I'm like, wait a minute, let's hear how it really sounds, and always turning it off. Like, god damn, I don't think I'll ever. I don't ever picture myself using a different interface. You know, when this came with the upgrade or whatever, you know, it took a little bit, but we got the upgrade, and I was like, yeah, got the upgrade, let's do it. It sounds great. Let me just kick it up a little bit more. I just don't want to kick it up too much, and then this other stuff goes up. But let's see. Let's go for a second. Max. Welcome. Love my SSL 12 and oh yeah, hell yeah, right on. So you're kind of doing the reverse of what I'm doing over here. Well, no, because the mixer, you know, it's just more of what you got going in here. How's that patch bay working out for you? Are you still rocking with that? Okay, let's see. Puts it up a little bit, but not that much. Yeah, no, I hear you. Hey, remember when we were talking about it when you were setting it up? I'm like, oh, man. More power to you. It's a journey, you know? It's like one of those things, it's like, that you and you alone can take. But you did it the right way, man. You set up your own thing. You did everything and got it down. You did the research and really went after it. And I commend you for that. And You never do it again. But yeah, now you have the experience of running through it from start to, I don't know, I guess you could call it finish. That's usually the end of it when you're like, yeah, it just got annoying. I like that bell. I do like it. Have the master bus through it all. Just one of them. That's it. I prefer to move stuff around. Yeah, that's what I end up doing. That's why I did the mixer thing. Finally made the jump. Got the new TO5 desktop. Oh shit! Birthday present to myself. Birthday present to myself. Birthday present to myself. Present to myself. Congratulations. That's dope. That's dope. Such a dope synthesizer. Congratulations. I love that TO5. All right, we're going to go through a few more of the presets because we got our answer here, I think. Now it's time to see what's inside. I just want to find some more. I mean, it has a lot of really good standard and a little bit more like... I mean, I get it. Yeah, you know, most of these are string-based synths, so let's bright pads, slow. Let's do slow pads. Slow pads sounds reasonable. Shadowlands. Oh, that's dope. I like ones with effect like that. I designed a lot of those presets in the MiniFreak to have that effect through the matrix. Love it. After the storm. Motive strings, tremolo strings. Yo, Carbon Vibes, when are you going to start doing content with your synthesizers, man? You got to show your face. Look at, I'm not showing my face. Just point directly at the gear and then talk like Kit from Knight Rider. Oh yeah, you're kind of newer to the synth world, right? Man, there was an era, let me tell you, Jesus. You know, there's a lot when I started digging into it too that I was like, holy crap, really? Need a Tussinn consultation. Yo, speaking of Tussinn, I'm a huge fan of this SH4D sound. In all fairness, that's another thing that led us to this live stream. How it's going over here. So we got the OPX and it was like $34. It was a steal. It was $34 after the expansion or whatever, I think. too. So I started demoing this, right, for the synth swap. And it was just real beefy, and I was having fun with it, right? It was like, dope. So then I'm like, okay, so before we get going, I'm going to demo this OPX, right? So I go to demo the OPX, and it doesn't sound as good as it did before because I had my ears readjusted by the girth of the Roland, which is far more heavier than some of the stuff in the Fantom, and having, this, as I was saying in the episode, worked out. So I was just going to shit can the idea of getting Fabric. Akai got rid of the sales day of, so when they said, hey, we're not selling it past this time, it was really not past that time. And they were like, no. And I'm just like, okay, cool. So I put it in my cart, and I said, you know what? If it's still there at that price in the morning, I will get it. And here we are. $50. May not be today only, but this will be my first synth. Oh, damn. Yo. Yeah, congratulations. Like, for real. What a first synth. TO5 desktop. Teo. Sorry. Speaking of which, what are you going to use to control that? What do you have for keyboard arsenal? So it seems to me like they take a lot of the instrumentation of what they've already had available and run it through the engine. I may be wrong about that, but because there are stuff like the Odyssey and the Mellotron and stuff like that. They definitely have their basics covered. But these pads seem like they're mostly string-based. Which, I mean, no problem. Sounds good, so... Key step 37. Cool. Yeah. I mean, can't go wrong with Arturia for sure. And you could tell this has seen some mileage on it because it's starting to rip up over here. Yeah, see, they seem mostly string-based. Okay, all right. Thanks for the confirmation there. Yeah, it was just an observation. I didn't know whether or not it was, how accurate, because I'm not familiar with the instruments and the presets as much on the other stuff. So, what is preview? Just a whole bunch of stuff that they would rather... I'll just bounce around here. Oh, that's what I wanted to look at. Let's before we get into that, let's do this. Let's do let's go to leads. Let's go to hard leads. That sounds like a pad. Okay. Sounds alright. Okay, let's go. Yeah. Okay. My bad, y'all. You guys know my sauce get lost in her. Oh, some sound better than others, that's for sure. See, it says warm Juno. I don't think that means what you think it means. I mean, it could have been construed as Juno adjacent. It goes where it needs to. I mean, nothing really standing out then, but like pretty practical though, as far as sounds go. Is it worth the $50? Hell yes. Is it worth the $250? I don't know. It depends on your needs. But who needs 250 when you have 50? Let's see what some of the effects have. You know what I mean? That's an effect. These are mislabeled. I went into the leads, it gave me a pad. I went into effects, it gave me a choir pad. White noise with a Juno saw equals pitch noise riser. Perfect sound for some Afro house, grime jungle. I mean, cool. I ain't got no beef, home skillet. I like that. I like that subtle pullback, like a gate. Well, that's dramatic. Apollo, welcome. So yeah, look what we got, Apollo. The thing that you have in your MPC Key 61. We have acquired. Took a while to install, but it's a hefty engine. Alien Pawn. Is that what it is? He said, I have the 61. Let's trade. Okay, I'm going to set this down real quick and we're going to look at the menus. Yeah, that's kind of one of the reasons why we started with this, and I probably wouldn't have done this stream if it weren't for that either, or any kind of content on it. Alright, hold back. I like the individual layers on the oscillators. Very cool. Right, let's leave it there and look at some of these other menus. Love it. Guess I couldn't doodle it that way. He said, I've used most of these sounds. You can't use them now. Yeah, I don't ever think I'd take it as is, for sure. I would do a little bit more sound designing. Dope. It's definitely favoring the left side, though. And then we have layer 2. Yeah, it seems pretty ace for sound design for sure. Where's the delay? Take care, Tyrone. Good luck out there, my friend. I know you're just moving. Still. Thanks for coming through. There's the delay. Remember, this is only the one side. That was only the second side we did all that stuff on. That first side we were just fumbling around with the samples. And that's where we picked the hollow house. Yeah, it is cool. You know, even at 250, you can't be mad at it for what it does. They at least earn their keep on that end. With the presets, I don't know. I don't know yet. They're practical. $250 is worth it? Nah, 50 is worth it. And Plug-in Boutique, you get points and shit. So it's like, yo. Check the paid for presets. Yeah, I saw there's, what is it? Urban Heat or whatever. It's back up to its normal price. 200 presets for it. Yeah. When it goes back on sale, I'll probably end up getting it. Because I have this indefinitely, so I'll throw it in little Tussinn's MPC Live too. But I'm just grateful to be able to get this because the person who's getting this now will have access to it because I'm leaving my stuff logged in until they can acquire what they need to in their account. So it's going to be great fun for them to be able to take advantage. Woo! Damn you, Viral. I'm now looking at my wallet. Hey, if you do look at your wallet, use that Plug-in Boutique affiliate link, son. It's weird to be able to say that now, but hey, you know what? It's cool. It's a win-win. You know, it's hard to say no to Plug-in Boutique because they give you the credits and then they let you just spend the credits that you earn while you're spending. And then, yeah, they know they ain't shit. And y'all know I ain't shit for fucking peddling that shit and having an affiliate link. Welcome to the layer cake. Hey, maybe I'll get high enough up the ladder to eat less shit. I was just on the other day too. Wifey and I just watched it. Man, I really like digging into this patch and staying in here for a little bit. Okay. Here's my first impressions on this first look, because remember, I haven't touched any of the Fabric stuff. I've only briefly heard it when the MPC Key 61 was developed and when they rolled it out along with everything else. Other than that, you know, I've heard a couple people use it here and there, but for my ears, unfamiliar. For everything else, obviously, touching it is completely unfamiliar. But here we go. First impressions. It's worth its weight. Sonically speaking, it's not like it lacks a whole bunch. It just maybe a little bit of sound when it comes to, you know, everything else. It's got what it needs. And to be able to dig into the sound design with absolutely everything, of course, it's a powerhouse. I understand why they never put this on sale. It goes on sale twice a year. But it technically goes on sale 4 times a year because Akai and Air do their sales separately. And with them being available and doing whatever, it works. It's the star of the MPC internal sounds. Yeah, and you know what? That's another thing, Ali Star. I really was not going to, but this is a part of it as far as the conversation goes. Doing content on this just to let everybody know who isn't available here for this live stream to hear it for themselves or see, or who don't know themselves, or just out of the general awareness of the whole thing. Like, having the understanding from the perspective of actually trying it, you know, versus, you know, just not doing anything. Now I think, you know, we will run the content on it and go through the depth and detail of it. Point being, they're getting there. And it's a whole element that I'm considering for the content that I am doing, talking about the MPC. basically from the perspective of an active user for the last few months with this new 3 point whatever, and then the everything else, you know. And since the EA Ski conversation, they seem to have beefed up their expansions a bit, and actually collaborating with more artists that have their sonics in order. So their kits are sounding better, and this is a step in the right direction. And that's the general consensus after this whole thing, that it was a step in the right direction. It's still air. It's still technically in the end a VST, but it is really, you know, that's the thing about it. When you run it through an analog mixer and add some magic to it, Synth Samurai. George. Welcome. MPC 3.0 sound output is an update. Okay. MPC 2 isn't the same. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, and that was, you know, there is a difference too. And I noticed going back and forth with the MPC 1 Plus and the MPC Live 2, you know, you could tell and you know that if I'm going to update that one. Yeah, so we're going through these synthesizers for those just joining us, starting with the Fabric XL. We just acquired this morning. It is only $50 right now. It is traditionally $250 because it's a powerhouse that comes with the piano, the E-piano, and the synthesizer over here. I just wanted, especially right after playing with the hardware, to check its worth in weight to find out whether or not it's actually, you know, even worth the reduced price. I could say, you know, unequivocally that it is worth the $50, hands down. And I could say that it's probably, for a lot of people, for a lot of producers, probably worth the $250. But, you know, go get that shit on sale, man. You ain't got to pay full price, you know. But whatever the case may be over here, we're not shilling or anything like that. We just ended up getting this to throw it in, to beef it up, because as we are leaving in a couple of days to make our long trek across this great country of ours, we are going to pack this up and send it off to who we need to send it off to. So that's the reason why we got the Cash App in the corner over here, because we are still raising money for gas, because it's going to be like $1,000 in gas or whatever. And it's just, you know how things are, you know, tolls and all that. You never know what expenses come up when you're on the road. We'll get some good content, though, and we're going to be right next to our friends in Indiana. So we are going to pay a little visit, but that's shh. Don't tell anybody. Pro. Welcome. Message retracted. Okay, so I'm good with the Fabric XL just from first impression. That's enough. Like, yes, I will take some time to dig into the sounds and do some likely content on it, as far as just digging to the sounds while I have everything hooked up here. But it answered our question. Is it worth its weight? How does it sound sonically? And, you know, the answer really is yes. You know, I believe so. So let's put a pin in that for a second. Let's do this other plugin over here. Let's go to, oh, here we go. So there are other synthesizers in here for sure. You know, we got, what is that? The Hype, the Jura, the Mellotron, the Mini D, you know, the Odyssey, You know, but the whole point of this isn't to go through the synthesizers that they have modeled or replicated. The whole point is to go into the synthesizers that they identify as their own, which is this Fabric XL and the OPx-4. I may have to take this camera closer just to get the right lighting so you guys could see. You kind of see it. Let me put this up so I could take this just a little closer. And we're going to have a contrast right away. No, we got it running through the Yamaha as well. So the lows and highs are both beefed up, and just the general of it all. Okay, let me hook this in closer. You guys don't need to see this keyboard, but you guys should see this screen as we're trying to figure it out over here. So let me fumble around for a minute. It's a little better. Let's try to tighten it up over here. It's like the more light that I put on top of the MPC, the more it gets on the plug-in. So okay, you guys just deal with the brightness. Let me turn it down just a little bit, see if we can get away. Oh, nope, it needs a certain level of brightness. All right, I guess we're just stuck with that. Have the shining light in the corner. Welcome. I mean, we could take it off and go straight to the screen. I'm going to close this glass sliding door. Y'all need to hear them busters. All right. He's taking off his jacket. Yeah, wearing a jacket today. It was in the 90s a few days ago, and here we are wearing a jacket because it's raining today. And we're going to leave this wonderful, lush landscape that we live in the Pacific Northwest for some Midwestern heat and humidity. Ugh. But hey, at least we'll beat the traditional monsoon. All right. This is the OPx-4 or the OPx-4. It's OP lowercase x dash 4. So whatever you can infer from that. See, and same issue here. Now, we could go into the mixer and just cut her up over here. Because my cable, one of my main cables that's hooked into the mixer, it looks more dramatic from the top end view. It's like a slight, like very slight difference. But because I'm at a funny angle over here, it makes it look a lot more dramatic. But yeah, they're dead even on the screen. It's just, yeah, one of my cables is lower than the other, and I haven't replaced them yet, so the best I could do is compensate through the knobs. Yeah. Yeah, I've been using these, I have these really short 3-footers hooked up from the mixer to the SSL, you know, crossing over and moving stuff around all the time. Okay, so let's just start with this. This is the default sound that it gives you, Evolution. We gave a boost in the volume a little bit. And that's the thing, they're all like really light sounding. Like I couldn't even imagine what it would sound like. Thank God I closed that goddamn door. These dogs, Jesus. I couldn't imagine how low it sounds on the other end over here. Okay. And this is an FM synthesizer too, by the way. FM synthesizer. So real heavy on the filters, real heavy on the LFOs, the envelopes. Nice. Yeah, got the screen looking nice right now. Sonically, it's good. Or is it? I mean, it's not that bad. It's not that bad of a difference. I mean, it's a difference. But it's not that bad of a difference. Check this equalizer. I can take it either way. It's a bit of a difference. But it's not changing from bad to good. It's changing from good, decent to better. I like it too. instrument, choir, easy, looped. I imagine that's what the LP stands for. See how dramatically this changes it. Yo, Pops loved that movie. He really, really liked it. Miscellaneous Ocean. Me Too, like top 10. Yeah, that's dope. Nice. Yeah. Pops was a total nerd. Pops was a hippie and a nerd. And in the 80s, he was radical. Okay, let's see what else is over here. There's other stuff. Submix. FX. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I love it too. It's dope. Assemble, chorus, the depth. There's a delay on it. Width. Okay, so there are 3 menus in the effects. Yeah, dope. Global effects. Delay. Yo, I think that answers that for the most part, but hey, this is just one patch. Doctor. Go. Yeah. Yeah, got like Sphere and what the hell's that other one? My dad always used those movies as examples to test out his surround sound when he had Laserdisc and these gaudy consumer sound setups. Well, I don't know about you guys, but this sounds great. Like, seriously. Maybe not that part of it, but that wasn't the synth. That was me and my bum cable. You think I'm going to replace my cable when we got to leave town? No. Yo. Here comes the space modulators. Two mods. Yo. This is on sale too. I think it's like 30 something. But hey, if you got some plug-in boutique credits. Nice. And you guys can clearly see here, because I got the position. That's a sacrifice we make for the bright light underneath. Time stretch, decay level, sustain, the tuning, polyphony. There's also glide over here. Not bad at all. So that's the top patch that they give you. Starts off. It's called Evolution. It's a good start off patch. What do we have in here? We have atmospheres. Oh, great. There wasn't an atmosphere in Fabric. My bad. So atmosphere, bass. Shout out to Atmosphere, the rapper or group, by the way, and their new adventures here. So keys, lead, pad, synth, plugs, motion, wind, effects, icicle. What the hell is icicle, man? What is icicle, man? What is juice? What do we got here? So we started off in atmosphere. This is afterthoughts. Sit down. I think I'm finna sit down. Not bad. I don't mind it. Now, it is a bit airy. I mean, it's an air instrument, so I guess, sure. Need some MIDI knob action through morphing through the sounds, yeah. These are all the atmospheres, or atmospherics, or whatever. It's going to be a lot of abstract bouncing around and stuff. So it seems to me here, now to answer your question, they do have the initial patches, just like anything else really. You know, there's a whole menu in here that starts with just initial patches, and you could just start from here. So it starts with an FM sign, and you could just go from here. Now there's a lot. First time catching the stream here. Welcome. This is kind of what we do. We just go through. Don't mind the cash up there on the corner. We're taking a heavy trip cross country and trying to get some gas money going. It's not a normal thing on this channel to have a cash app running. We ran it through the preview of the, what do you call it, last 4 years doing the music thing, but that was the first time. Other than that, yeah, this is pretty much it. You know, we just go through stuff. We got a lot of friends here. We've all known each other for a bit of time, and yeah. So yeah, to answer your question, that's it. You start it from an initial patch, and then you could just do so much. There's the effects here, you know, whatever you put them on. There you go, delay, tremolo. I mean, there's just so many you could use. I didn't know you could switch over and do the delay. Ooh, a multi-tap delay. Well, that's pretty convenient. Do I have it on? So that's just doing two things. That's just going through the sample tape and adding the FX wind chime effect, and then adding delay. That's it. So to answer your question, yeah, so you basically you start from the initial patch, and that's kind of how all gear works, really. There's a whole set. You start from an initial patch, and there's a lot of ways to affect it. However, we were just going into the presets over here. We were in the atmospheres over here, and I forgot which one we were at, but yeah, let's go straight to Morning Mist. How about that? Sounds like a Faygo flavor. It sounds good, but it doesn't sound great. Never felt so welcome to a stream. Haha. I appreciate you. Hey, yeah, our little niche of music world over here in the zeitgeist of YouTube. We may be a small group and maybe tucked underneath some of these algorithms and stuff, but we're good people, and there's good people in here, so welcome. Want to run this through the Chroma console? Oh, you bastard. Do you have that? You have a Chroma console? The Chroma console and the MPC are like the best pair ever. Like, just having that Chroma console like right next to the MPC one specifically, it's a great combination. Yeah, do it, man. Do it. Do it. I fucking dare you, man. So you got a Chroma console too, huh? Yeah, what a perfect pair. I think, Nord did some content on that. What a coincidence. I happen to be cool and talented too. Yo, you're right at home here. Talking that sass already. Sass is different for us music folk. Oh man, I need to go back into your back catalog. You do so much content, man. I catch you at very extreme and different times. Analog heat effects in Chroma. Yeah, that analog heat does a lot to it too. I was thinking about doing that and getting that for like a vocal chain. Because I could use a good hardware mic pre. I mean, I got ones that'll get me by. Pricey combo. Yeah, it's a bit. Yeah, the combo of this and that will run you just over $1,000. Chroma console is pricey for a pedal, but for what it does and what it is, it's right up there. It's fine. I don't mind the price of it. Like that Ocean's Abyss by Electro Harmonics. Whew. I can't say much. I spent over a G on samplers in the last 6 months. Yeah. You and me both, my friend. I like these sounds. I like the sound quality. Now, the question here is, how does it hold up to a hardware synthesizer? It's still not there. I mean, you want to do a comparison, we could hook up this Roland right over here. Just so your ears can get the contrast of the sonics. I just love samplers. Dope. And of course, they could all do what they do here. What the Tussinn is going on over here, son? I would ask the question, how does it hold up to or stack up to a hardware synthesizer, but we all know the answer to that. But hey, the next best thing is connecting it through some analog gear. New beginnings, huh? Yeah. I've seen and heard worse. Ooh. As far as expensive habits go. These pads have been played a little bit. Some of this OPx-4 through the P6 one time. Most amazing lo-fi stuff. The Roland P6, yeah, dope. Started with a SP404, picked up a Digitac OG. For a good price. Then got to the SP303, finally MPC Live 2. What did I see locally? I was looking at Craigslist, I saw a 606. I was like, whoa. I forgot they did that. Presets though, going through it. Love that. I've been really eyeballing that Isla Instruments 24. Yeah, we're going to be signing off and joining the guys too. Popcorn night. It's Friday. There's a lot going on. There always is on Friday. We may stream again tonight. Don't quote me on it. Thinking about downgrading. Keep the 2400 in the key 61. Yeah. So I think we answered our questions here. Is Viral Beats got an arm that is hairy as hell? The answer is yes. Yep, popcorn night for sure. I'm gonna throw that one up in the chat. But before we do, let's take here a gander at what we got going on, because there's always a lot going on, and we'll do the screen. Let's see, screen, bam, 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 bam. Okay, so here we go. Not shilling for them, just showing you guys everything here. So this is the Fabric, what we went in through the first time. It's got the Fabric, the XL, which is the synth, the piano, and then the E-piano. So the Fabric is just a junior version of the XL. So with the XL, that's pretty much the synth module, or the synth is pretty much this right here. So yeah, you know, they marketed it heavy, you know, when they came out with it for sure, and rightfully so. You know, it's like Ali Star said, you know, it's their thing, you know, it's their technically what you would consider their flagship VST. What in the box it sounds the best you could make it sound, you know, sonically. But that's all up to us and what we plug these MPCs into, because, you know, these new MPCs, you know, ain't got no vocabulary like that. I don't mean to say it like that, but kind of do. So this is the other one here, the one we just got done demoing here. This OPx-4 or OP x4, however you want to cut of its jib whole thing going on here. And yeah, so with these over here, they are on sale, but they are not on sale at Akai. If you go into the instruments over here, none of these are on sale, but Air has them on sale, and Plug-in Boutique has them on sale. Let's find them over here. Yep, this is where I grabbed it from. Right here, $50 instead of $250. And if you go through their stuff, today is the day that the sale for Air ends. You know, and their stuff. Let's see, Air Instruments. That's where we want to go. And they have all their stuff on sale, but we're only interested in the MPC stuff here. Oh, the OPx-4 is not on sale. So apparently they made everything on sale but this one. Well, that's kind of crazy. So the Fabric is the one that's on sale right now. So you guys will have to wait for the other one. But God, $140. Yeah, we paid $34 for that one going into it. So yeah. Yeah, if you're going to cop Fabric, might as well do it while it's cheap. And if you're going to do it, you know, this is it until Christmas time here, folks. So yeah, you know, it's not. We're not sponsored or anything like that. We do have an affiliate link with Plugin Boutique if you guys decide that you guys do want to grab it off of there. Kind of bummed out that the OPx-4 is done with being on sale, but you know, that's how things go. The whole purpose of the stream with everything, you know, is just to try to find out whether or not it's worth its weight as a synthesizer in the MPC. So the question to the content is going to go, can the MPC synth? Does it synth? Does the MPC synth? You know, and the answer is kind of. The fair answer would be yes, it does synth. And it sounds good. There's no problem with it. Links are in the descriptions. And yeah, let me go over here real quick and shoot you guys this other link so we go through. This is where we're going to be heading right now. Going through, yeah, no problem. My pleasure here. And I put the link in the description right now. That's Symptoms of Reality. It is popcorn night, so we're going to be listening to people's music. We don't have a submission here, but this is where we're going to be at in the chat. Yeah, we will be around to hopefully visit our friends very soon here, you know. And it all depends on what the universe has in store. Make sure you guys leave a like on your way out. Subscribe if you're not. Check out our first episode of Synth Swap, where we swapped our MiniFreak for this SH4D, and Apollo Hanzo has also run his first episode of Synth Swap that we posted on the on our content just to share it. And it's interesting because he ran it through his sub 37 and all the filter goodness that came with it. Very dope stuff. The contrast next door, it may not sound like a hardware synthesizer, but I've heard hardware synthesizers sound worse, you know. So not to say that it sounds bad, it sounds good. Does it sound great? Well, if you're talking the world of VST, you know, and then giving it the boost it needs and all that stuff, then you can make it sound great. However, it's not going to reach that capacity of, say, even, you know, this generation of Roland, you know. So just keep that in mind, you know, but we have our plugins and effects and everything else that we use on a regular basis to color our sonics. Let me see if I can get you guys over here without the camera being in the way. So let's see, where is it? Right here. Oh, I'm all hidden. I'm all hidden behind the Cash App, guys. Yo. Because we got the thing taken down over here. Just hide over here in the corner and you guys will be able to see me. Take care, everybody. Love you guys. Make sure you guys leave a like on your way out and do whatever. I already said that, so my bad. Don't mean to be redundant over here. The Cash App is specifically for our trip as we head to the Midwest, but we will likely be live once or twice. Again, beforehand, we're just getting the stuff that we need to get done, and we will likely go live tonight while working on our live set and getting going with all that other stuff. So appreciate you guys. Does the MPC synth? Hell yeah, it does. You just got to color it a little bit. But as far as the digging into the VSTs and the menus and stuff like that, and what Fabric XL and the OPX do, pretty decent. Not bad at all. I was getting ready to shit all over it, but you know, hey, you know, that's why you can't go in here with you know, any preconceived notions or whatever. You just got to boot it up and listen to it. And this was a first look and first listen, and upon first look and listen, yeah, you know, it does what it does. So anyways, take care, everybody. We'll see you in Symptoms of Reality for Popcorn Night. The link is in the description, and yeah, take care. I appreciate you guys coming through and those who have donated and you know, getting us going on that. I really appreciate the love and support. You know, it's what keeps me on this platform and keeps us moving. And the reason why we're going all aggressive with the content while we're on our way out and during the trip, you know, even though we'll have a lot of driving, a lot of drop-off points, we will be doing content in the meantime, in between time. So anyways, take care, everybody. Love y'all. See you next time. Peace.